It's not exactly a water issue, but it's not a not water issue because it goes to wetlands.
In talking about the quality of our water, it certainly leads us into the fishing and other outdoor activities. And here we are at the beginning of the summer tourism season. But incredibly, there was a proposal that came out of the House that well, that would impact the price of gas. Why don't you walk us a little bit through what was proposed and your reaction to it?
Well, there was a proposal in the House to increase gasoline taxes, and that proposal came out just about the time gas hit $3.50 a gallon, and it went up from there. By the way, I saw gas at $3.65 a gallon, and to add further tax dollars to that is, I think, just totally unsupportable. And the real issue I think that we have with the gas at $3.65 a gallon is gouging, or at least the appearance of gouging. Now, I understand that gas has gone down some from that. That doesn't change my mind at all. Why was it at $3.67 a gallon? I have got a bill in the process of being researched to investigate this. May not be at the gas station, it may not be at the distributor, it may not be at the refiner, it may not be at the oil company, but all of those folks have some say in the way our gas is priced, and they should be able to justify why gas can go up 30 cents in the price of a single afternoon. And why, as you go down a road, all of them seem to have the same prices, and they all seem to change about the same time and by the same amounts. That seems to me to be odd.
So what would your legislation specifically do to...
Well, we were going to look at, frankly, criminal penalties for this. Whether at we haven't decided yet whether we're going to be talking at the misdemeanor level, or whether we're going and fines, or whether we're going to be talking at a felony level. Now, that's the part of drafting a bill that a work group is for. Sometimes you end up using jawboning to deal with these sorts of issues, and we may have some of that, but this is an issue that our people firmly believe needs to be explored, and they deserve an explanation on why gas costs this amount. There's some other issues about, let's say that this turns out that, hey, that's the way it is, folks. I don't believe it should end up like that, but let's say it does. Then why is Michigan gas so expensive? What can we do to increase the availability of gas? We have some bills. I have one of them to deal with a renewable energy portfolio. We have some exciting things in an energy park in Elman, another one in Ithaca, to deal with being able to provide energy, to being homegrown energy, that is gasohol, as compared to sending our dollars overseas to countries that despise us. And to be able to use the waste products of the coal to create that energy, capture the CO2 and put it down our depleted oil fields, and then bubble up some more of our own Michigan oil. So it would be friendly for the environment, it would keep money at home, it would make profits for a local Michigan company with jobs, and recover some of our own oil. That's a quadrifecta or a quintafecta? It's a lot of wins.
It's a very positive effect, and the whole issue of gas prices really gets at the heart of a lot of big things. I mean, it's how you get to work and back, and then on top of everything else, the summer tourism.
Yes,
industry.
Exactly right. If there was an article out on this recently, talking about the way tourism is affected by a penny increase in the cost of gas. And we've noticed in Michigan that our local people are still touring around in Michigan, but the number of out-of-state tourism dollars seem to be dropping because of the price of gas. At least it's presumed to be the price of gas.
Well,
We don't need that.
Yeah, no, we don't. No, we don't. The state is definitely having enough to undertake
Yeah.
right now without that as well. You have some legislation that we've talked about before, but let's get an update on it. Your Delphi
Oh, yes.
legislation. Give us a little. Tell our viewers again just what the legislation would do, and give us a progress report.
Well, Delphi, as a corporation, is bankrupt, not just in the Saginaw area, but across the entire state. And insofar as though those parts of Delphi that work can be salvaged and sold to another company or another owner, we want that to happen because it preserves jobs and it preserves, dollars for our people. Now, we in Saginaw have had troubles selling one of our Delphi plants. It's been slow going. Delphi has economic incentives that they had obtained from at the state level and at the county level. My bill would allow those economic incentives to be transferred to the new purchaser as long as in this case, the city that granted the economic incentives feels that the new purchaser would perform in a fashion that's similar to the way they were originally given the incentives. This makes the company more attractive to a new buyer, increases the likelihood that it'll be bought, and it saves jobs, and it's a jobs preservation bill, and hopefully a job creation bill too.
What I like about it is it really looks at things in a very realistic way, but yet propels you toward the future. And plus, it helps take these facilities that might otherwise stay vacant, or this
Yes.
land that might otherwise go unused, and shoots it forward in a whole very, very positive way where you can make some good use out of it and get the economy rolling again.
Then this has been supported by every level of entity that's involved in this. It's been supported by the unions, been supported by the city, been supported by Delphi, and I imagine a purchaser is going to like it too.
Very, very good. What's the current status of that legislation?
It's through the House, or through the Senate.
Okay.
It's going over to the House, and we'll have a hearing, I believe, on Thursday. I've talked to the folks in the House, and they're very positive about it. And I expect it to get out of the hearing stage in the House, this Thursday.
As we tape this coming Thursday, yeah. So, but very positive outlook
Yes.
right now as we tape this. Well, very, very good. The budget.
Oh yes,
The budget continues to be a big concern, and let's unravel this a little bit for our viewers. A couple weeks before we taped this show, near the Memorial Day weekend, there was some very, very significant action taken on the current year, the 07 budget, the 2007 fiscal blueprint. So let's walk everyone through a little bit what we did, and then after that, let's break it down piece by piece.
Sure.
So give us a little bit of an overview of what we did as a legislature.
Well, our 2007 budget, by the way, for the viewers, 2007 in legislative talk means from October 2006 to October of 2007.
Right.
Our 2007 budget was about $900 million in the whole. And that's a reflection of the difficulties with Michigan's economy and some carryover losses that we had from the 2006 budget.